Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Yoga Shalom at Home. I'm Cantor Lisa Levine, your forever guide, and our journey in the week of Hod, presence and humility. It's melded with love and gratitude. This journey marks the sacred time between Passover and Shavuot, when we traveled from slavery to freedom and molded ourselves into a people of faith. The week of Hod that we're in right now, also called presence, patience, humility, gives us the opportunity for second chances, for repair, for listening deeply to what we need for ourselves. Our humility is held with grace, which means that we can be doubly generous when we humble ourselves to stay connected to what matters most to us. How do we stay humble as we use our generosity for good? Is it possible to be too humble and not think of ourselves? Can we be too generous and overcompensate for our flaws? I do that a lot. Will love conquer all? Today's practices focus in the lower Sephirot, as is this Omer embodiment time. The left leg just comes into our presence as patience and humility, mindful presence. And the right arm, known for a connection with chesed, can also feel that generosity, kindness, and grace. Today is a gentle mat flow practice, but this is your practice, so please listen to your bodies and just adjust and do anything that feels good for you today, to humble ourselves and give ourselves patience when we are challenged. How do we shift our emotional response and give ourselves a pep talk in love and patience? That's what we're going to do today. So let's start with our body scan and notice, how are you doing? How are you feeling? And what messages can you send yourself that will change or perhaps shift how you're feeling? Very important to speak to yourself and send those messages of what you need most to your heart. We're going to begin with our feet today, so make sure that your feet are touching the earth or that you have a block beneath your feet so you're connected strongly with the vibrations of our planet. Feel the power of Shekhinah. Happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers. The Shekhinah, the earth, the ultimate mother, the total mother. Let's celebrate the vibrations of the great Olam Mama. So bring the earth and that energy of Mother Earth into your legs. Feel the power coming into your left leg, filling it with humility and patience. And then coming up the right leg, filling that leg with determination, with endurance, with strength. We talked a lot about this last week. Become aware of the convergence of those two energies in your belly, in Yesod, allowing space for determination and faith. Allow that feeling of balance to move up your spine, to the back all the way up the back of your body, that energy, into the top of your spine where it meets your skull. And if you'd like, just take your fingertips and rub that energy center at the back of your skull. Feel a sense of grace and loving kindness, humility coming all the way up to the space at the top of your skull, or the top of your spine where it meets the skull. Now release your arms, palms up, and feel that energy go down your arms. First, your right arm, feeling grace, kindness, and compassion. And down your left arm, strength, power, gevura. Now bring hands to heart center and join that Sephirot balance in kindness and power. Take that balance up, up, up into your throat. Bina, understanding. And then into your third eye, Chokhmah, wisdom. Take a moment to see and sense your blind spots. Sense your humility and grace converging as it moves up to the crown of your head, Keter, and bursts upward all the way to the source. Expand that feeling and then bring it all the way down into our force field. It's going to begin to surround us. As we drop our awareness into our breath, yeah, here we go. And move into our pranayama practice, a 3-part practice today. In Sukhasana, easy seated pose, or if you want to do half lotus or full lotus, or just be seated on your chair. I've got my hips lifted just a little bit on a blanket. That helps me a lot. I'm going to bring my fingertips to my mat, feeling the energy of Shekhinah, the earth, the Olamama, Mother Earth, as we did with our feet, coming in now to our fingertips. Close your eyes or soften your gaze to the tip of your nose, the drishti. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Allow the light of your heart to shine through. Sense the vibration of the planet. Positive energy coming into your arms, up into your heart center. And as you drop your attention into your breath, pull your belly button to your spine and empty all the air out of your body, and then lift from your spine as you empty the air out of your lungs. Inhale through your nostrils into your lower belly, lower lungs, upper lungs. And then as you exhale, feel the warmth of air as it releases from your nostrils. Inhale into your lower belly, lower lungs, upper lungs. And as you release that air, keep your spine lifted. And release the air and pull your belly button to your spine. Inhale. And as you release the air, relax your arms. Let go of anything that you don't need. Inhale. I'm having trouble hearing my backtrack, so I'm just going to turn it up a little bit. Inhale. And as you release, relax your arms. Release all the air as you lift from your spine. Let go of anything you don't need. Inhale. lower belly, lower lungs, upper lungs, and release. Inhale. And as you release, allow that patience and humility, love to flow into the world. Inhale, one more deep inhale. Sipping the air all the way into the throat. And then as you release, relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Slowly release all your air, squeezing, squeezing, squeezing any toxins you might be holding. And breathe normally. Release. Good. We'll use that 3-part breath throughout our practice. If it gets challenging, just come back to your breath, always returning to your breath and feeling the deep humility that the breath that we take for granted every day brings into your heart. So let's start moving a little bit. As you inhale, squeeze your shoulders up and exhale. I've got a lot of stress in my shoulders, so I've been sitting at the computer a lot. So inhale. And as you exhale, just drop. One more time. Inhale, squeeze them up. And drop. Good. Now inhale, roll your shoulders back and bring your fingertips behind. Exhale, open your heart. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up. And as you exhale, drop your chin down and bring your hands down. Bowing, releasing, humbling. Inhale, squeeze them up. As you exhale, lean back a little bit more, 2 kickstands, and then exhale, crack your heart open, release any emotions you might be holding. As you bring those feelings, inhale, as you exhale, feelings you can't really respond to in an appropriate way. As you exhale, release those emotions off your shoulders. Let's add our arms in just to make our movements a little more full and fuller. As you exhale, open heart, lean back. Inhale, gather that energy into your hands and bring it all the way down, expanding the space. Ask yourself, what is your learning edge? How can you bring that humility? Inhale, as you exhale over to the side, look to your blind spot. What is your learning edge? Inhale up and exhale, other side. One more time, both arms up. Engage your belly as you do your side bend and look up under your arm. Inhale up, exhale over the left, look up under that arm. Gather the energy that you need for yourself for this journey. As you exhale all the way down, let go of resentment, of emotions that you don't need. Just let them go out into the flow of the river through your breath. Inhale, stretch it up. And we need to warm up our spine, flexibility in the spine, opening the mind as you twist. Use your drishti to bring your head around. Inhale, opening space in heart center. As you exhale, imagine just wringing out your organs all the way down to your belly. Bring your hands out to the side. Arms are high. Inhale. Exhale. Deeper twist. Inhale. Open. And deeper twist. Arms out to the side and drop that right arm down and reach the left arm up. Reach, reach, reach. Arms out and reach, reach, reach. Feel that loving kindness coming in to the right arm. Arms out and gather that loving kindness into the hands. And press the palms all the way down. And combine the strength with love. And bow to the beauty of this day. Hands at heart center. And as you release, just release anything that's weighing upon your heart. Going to begin to become aware of the energy around us and the strength and faith and humility that exists above us. So just imagine that string attached to the crown of your head, some little circles with your head, the aura that's above you all the way to the source, gathering energy of love, compassion, and humility. Then go in the opposite direction. Shoulders are relaxed away from your ears, so you're isolating this universe at the top of your spine where it meets your skull. Now a little bit deeper, so left ear, left shoulder, head back, right ear, right shoulder. Nice big circles, expanding the circle. These mandalas are creating an aura above you. We've talked about vayus a lot in these practices. They're energy directions, and this vayu is going all the way up to the source, this energy. We're bringing it from earth all the way up to source. Good. And then meet me back in center, and let's start isolating the lower spine where it meets the hip girdle. So warming up, leading with your heart as though you're stirring a big pot as you inhale, using the 3-part pranayama that we used at the beginning of our practice, and then go in the opposite direction. Sense the space that's opening at the bottom of your spine. Whole universe creating a super high wave energy. Good. Now add your arms. Big circles, creating that force field all around. Inhale, stretch it up all the way down. Stretch it up, stay at the top and go in the opposite direction. Inhale. Praise for every living thing, all the energy coming into your fingertips, feeling that energy as you open your arms wide, energy into heart, spine, belly, legs, and then gather that energy into your palms and press it all the way in. And gather it into your heart center. Save it, you might need it. I'm definitely going to need it if I'm at my computer more today. I'm going to stand, but you see what I'm doing? I'm using my knees, and then I'm going to help myself up. If you need that help, please be sure to use it. We're going to do a forward fold, and if you have your chair and you'd like to use that as a prop, or you just want to stay seated with your legs wide, that's absolutely fine, because now we're going to metaphorically shift our attention to beyond what's beyond the entire universe, to the source, letting go and letting So bringing toes 45-degree angle. I love doing an inversion because that's the ultimate humility, the humbling of ourselves. Inhale into heart center, that love center. As you exhale, bend your knees and lift your heart. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, maybe go a little bit deeper. Make sure that your knees are right over your toes. I don't want to see any rolling. So open your knees. Exhale. And come up one more time. Inhale. Exhale, bring arms out. Devi Asana, the goddess, becoming one with the source. Exhale. Check your elbows. Make sure they're nice and wide and they're lifted. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to hip creases and then exhale slowly down. Extend your crown or keter to the opposite wall, and then allow your shoulders to humbly fold towards the earth. Awareness of power beyond anything you can control, allowing anything you don't need to roll away from your shoulders, and recognizing you're not in control. So just let go and let Inhale, walk your hands over to your right foot. Drop your head down a little bit more. Humble yourself. Feel that humility. As you come to center, inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your hands over to your left leg. Humility, endurance now melding in your belly as you come back to center, bowing, releasing. When you feel ready, I could stay here forever. And hinge up, hinge up, hinge up, hinge up. Slowly come up. Praise ya. Bring arms way out. Send that praise out to the source. Become one with the star. Inhale. Praise ya. Press your hands down. Center. Blessing for this day of the Omer. 29th. All right, I'm going to move my blankie over. And we're going to create a kavanah for ourselves today. Again, if you'd like to stay seated, just make sure that you come to the edge of your chair when you're doing this, okay? So you're engaged. Bring feet hip distance apart, which is about where your toes come out from the center of your foot. Hands into heart center as we create our kavanah, our blessing for ourselves today, our own personal Omer blessing. In this week of Hod, of humility with loving kindness and grace. What do you need for yourself to give yourself the grace, humility, and loving kindness that is the blessing for this day? It's a very personal blessing. Bringing hands into hip creases, sit right back into Utkatasana, chair pose. Now you can sit back as deep as you want or shallow. If you're not feeling so strong today, modify. I'm going to sit back and then I'm going to bring my blessing right here. And breathe. Use your breath, your prana, your force. Manifest your blessing, what you need for your own success, love, balance. One more inhale, send that blessing out. Make it so. Bring it back into heart center. Open. Inhale, exhale, hands into hip creases. One more time, we're going to go down into Utkatasana. Inhale, exhale, sit back. And bring that blessing into your hands. Maybe it's your blind spot that you're going to see right now. What is it? What's your learning edge? That keeps us humble, we know what we need to work on. One more inhale, and then exhale. What's going to happen? That's going to become one. Hands into heart center. Make it so. And while we have that kavanah, that blessing of oneness on our hearts and minds, we will embody that oneness by listening, taking a deep listen. Once again, blind spots. Inhale, exhale, step your left toes towards the mat, or if you're seated in your chair, you can just bring your left leg out. Right toes in at a 45-degree angle. Exhale. Inhale, shift your right hip open. It's hard to see when I've got this big sweater here. Inhale, exhale, drop your shoulders away from your ears. And now reach way over that standing leg. Way over, way over, way over. And now come into Trikonasana triangle. Drishti is at the thumbnail if that's available. Or if your neck is talking to you, you can look down at your toenail. Your choice. And breathe. Inhale, exhale, right hand, right back thigh, left arm over. Inhale, stretch way out. I'm going to bend my knee this time and bring my elbow onto it because I feel that strength coming into the lower part of my leg. Side angle pose. Some people like to do a bind here. If you'd like to do that, feel free to do that. Inhale, come up, straighten that leg. And left arm over, reverse. One more triangle. Reach way out. Come into triangle pose. Reach up, reach down. Fullest expression of this. And if you want to scooch your foot out a little bit more, come down a little bit. Deeper, full expression of that asana. Now go straight to the other side. Left toes 45, right toes towards the end of your mat. Inhale, open the left hip. Exhale. Inhale, drop your shoulders as you exhale. And now reach, 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 reach. Then come into triangle. Drishti at the thumbnail. Exhale and breathe. Open your heart and listen. Inhale, left hand, left back thigh. Inhale, I'm going to bend my right knee. Side angle pose. Inhale, straighten that leg. Left hand, left back thigh, right arm over. And one more. Reach way over. And lift the left arm up. And I'm going to scooch out and come down a little bit farther. Inhale. Exhale. Come up. Good job. Bring your toes together. Bring hands over heart center. Close your eyes. Shema, Shema embodiment. Listen. Speck of dust. So humble. That love. Bringing you back to what matters most. Wow. Going to do Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. If you need a chair for support, you don't want to go on the ground, just do down dog this way. It's absolutely fine. I should take my sweater off so you can see what I'm doing here. Here we go. Come to the front of your mat. Inhale as you exhale, swan dive down. Fingertips to your mat. Inhale, half fold, fingertips to the front of your shins. And as you exhale, bring your hands down or onto the back of your chair. Step back with left and right feet. Downward facing dog. Press your heels into your mat. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, drop your hips. Good, stay in plank for a minute. It's humbling to know that you have to work slowly and methodically for this sun salutation. Exhale, inhale into Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, open your heart. Inhale, exhale, push back into down dog. Good, inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, draw your knee towards your heart and press your foot down. Come up into a low lunge. And circle your arms around. Bring your hands to the mat. Step your right foot forward. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands in namaste. Inhale, exhale, swan dive down, fingertips to the mat. Inhale, fingertips to your shins, half fold. As you exhale, grab your chair and step back with your right and left feet. Downward facing dog. Cup your hands so that you take the pressure off your wrists. Press your heels down. Inhale, drop your hips down and just stay in plank for a minute. Breathe. Inhale, Chaturanga, and then right into Bhujangasana, Cobra. Open your heart. Inhale, exhale, push back. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Now bring your knee towards your heart and place that foot down. You can drop your back heel if you want, or come into a low lunge. Great. Inhale and circle your arms around. Bring your hands down and then bring your left leg up. Foot to meet the right. Inhale, reverse swan dive. And bring your hands into heart center. Na 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 na. Try chanting with me a little bit. Spirits rising. Feel your spirit. Spirits rising. Spirits rising. And release. Wow, shake it out. Maybe jump it out. Just feel the energy. Feel the energy coming into your body as you come into Tadasana, mountain pose. Hands are down to your sides, feeling the connection with the Mother Earth as you imagine Shalshalata Kabbalah, the chain of tradition, connecting your feet all the way back to Sinai. The humility of wandering in the desert, the faith and love it took to be connected with this people, the uncertainty of not knowing. As you bring that courage and faith and humility and uncertainty into your feet, imagine it coming into your legs, up into your belly, up your spine, down your arms. Feel the hands of the Holy One melding with your hands, your heart, your mind, your spirit. Feel that energy coursing through your body. Open your eyes now. Bring your right hand to your hip. Lift your left arm up. Inhale over to the side. Easy over. And then gather that energy, that love, that humility. Inhale up. Exhale over to the left. And then gather in that curiosity, wonder, revelation. Inhale up. And over, courage. Exhale, gather it in. Inhale. Lots of blind spots here, but as we do these flexible stretches, our mind opens to the possibility of a new paradigm. Inhale. Both hands up and gather your hands into Vajra Mudra. Stretch it way up. And if you can, come up onto your toes and balance and exhale. One more inhale. Come up to your toes and balance and exhale and release. Bring your hands into the small of your back. Look up, open your heart. Inhale, exhale, release. Hallelujah, arms, and create a force field all the way down, all the way around. Create that revelation, that knowledge everywhere, everywhere. You take it with you into your week. Inhale, come up once again. Hands in hip creases. We're going to do a forward fold that's a regular forward fold. We don't do that often, but we're going to do it today. Just hinge forward and bring your hands all the way down. If you're on your chair, just forward fold, and you could bring your arms onto your knees if you need to. Otherwise, grab your feet and pull yourself down. Breathe. Humbling. Strengthening. Opening. Loving. And when you're ready, press up and hinge up. All the way up. Back to where we started. Tadasana. At the mountain. Opening heart. Opening mind. Opening spirit. Really good. Okay. Bring yourself down to your mat or on your chair. You can balance and do what we're going to do in your chair as well. Maybe we've done it many times before, so I hope you'll remember how we did that. But I'm going to show you real quick. So when we do boat, you're just going to do this. And when we do bridge, you're going to open your heart and do this. So that's the way we're going to do it. And there's a little balance going on, but it'll be fine. So let's come right into our boat pose. Balance on your sits bones and bring your knees up towards your heart. Just balance here and breathe. If you'd like to extend your legs out and then bring your arms out and breathe. Feel energy, determination, love, humility, maybe a little shaken. That makes you good and humble. Come down. Straighten your spine. No judging. That's part of being humble, that we don't judge ourselves. Inhale, exhale, come back up onto your sits bone. And as you exhale, if you can, extend your legs. If you can't, feel even more humble. And bring your arms out to the sides. Blessing, heart opening, breathing. Oh, and come down. I used to do that a lot easier. That's very humbling. And coming all the way down to your back, or if you're in your chair, perfectly okay to sit back just a little bit. Inhale, press your heels and your palms into your mat, and then lift your hips. Pressing your hips upward, opening your heart. Now gather your shoulders in and press up with palms down a little bit more. And breathe. Inhale, drop your hips slowly. Gather your knees into your heart center and rock from side to side. Oh, that feels so good. And bring feet all the way to the mat. Bring your palms down. Inhale. Exhale and bridge it up. Press your shoulders together. If you can, you could even bring your hands together underneath. It's one more level. Inhale as you release. Oh, roll down very easily. Gather your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. Stretch your right leg out and gather your left knee in a little bit more. Exhale. Switch them. If you don't want to put your foot down, that's even better. And gather your right knee in. Stretch your left leg out. And switch them again. Inhale and release. One more. Inhale and release. Gather your knees in. Inhale, roll up. You're going to do staff pose. So stretch your arms all the way up. Lengthen lengthen your spine and lengthen your legs as they stretch out in front of you. As you exhale, reach down. Oh, this doesn't humble you, nothing will. Inhale. As you exhale, try to grab your toes and drop your chin all the way to your chest. One more inhale. As you exhale, grab your shins and pull yourself down a little bit more. Knees should be straight up when you're doing this. If you let them roll out, it's not as effective. And then roll out. We're going to do one stretch sitting up, and then we'll lie back again. So bring your right foot in with your left leg extended. Inhale up and over. And inhale up, and then we're just going to do a nice little stretch. Look behind you. And come back, and then extend the right leg out, bend the left knee and bring that foot into just above the knee. Inhale up, exhale forward, stretch out that back of your thigh, opening, heart. Inhale up, and then nice, easy twist. Good. Bring both feet together into cobbler's pose. Inhale. As you exhale, gently fold forward. Good. Now bring yourself back down. Extend your left leg up and rotate the foot around. If you're feeling any grief or pain or leftover emotional distress, as you inhale, flex. As you exhale, let that go through your foot. Inhale, flex. And bring that ankle onto the opposite knee and pull back. If you're in a chair, you can just cross your leg over and feel that stretch in your left hip. Drop both feet down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle your hips, and then press your right foot up. Oh. Circles with your foot, just the ankle. Inhale, flex. As you exhale, point. Let anything go that you don't need. Inhale, flex, and bring that right ankle onto the left knee. Pull back. Whew. If you want to rock side to side a little bit, that's good. Inhale, drop both feet. And once again, bring your soles of your feet together, knees are out. Now, extend your arms above your head. Open your heart to love. Open your mind to humility. Open your body to change and flexibility. And extend your legs down and bring your hands down to the sides of your body, ready for Shavasana. As we let go of this practice and just enjoy the benefits of the energy centers of the Sephirot, of this day of blessing, of the Omer. Relaxing down into your 10-inch Omer blanket, this journey that we're on, with warmth, with protection, with mindfulness. Allow your body to sink down and feel heavy, as though you're sinking into quicksand. It's warm. The whole back of your body is protected. You feel light and free and at peace. And you imagine this warm blanket of blessing being drawn up over your feet, over your shins, knees, your thighs, over your hands and hips, over your arms and your belly and your heart, over your shoulders being tucked in up under your chin, as your whole body begins to float in this cocoon of relaxation and complete blessing. The jaws relax, eyebrows drifting apart, shoulders rotating outward, arms heavy all the way down to your fingers, remembering the thumb. Feeling a sense of release in your belly, hips rotating outward and legs becoming heavy all the way down to your feet. Giving an Omer blessing to our feet for bringing us to our mat Mishkan, our holy place of offering today. Sensing the beat of our hearts, nekavim, nekavim, chalulim, chalulim. Streams of blessing floating through veins, arteries, organs, and bringing that sense of humility where one of those openings to fail, we would cease to be. Sensing the hearts opening for blessing, compassion and loving kindness flowing down our arms, all the way up to our minds, allowing a moment for complete rest, knowing everything is as it should be. We relax into our cocoons and memorize this feeling for whenever we might need it. Wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, making a pillow of your arms roll onto your side. Push yourself up to seated when you're ready. Didn't have my mallet, so that didn't come out quite right. When you're ready, let's come back together for a quick moment of healing. Take a nice deep breath. Release anything you don't need. As we bring ourselves into our healing circle, mentioning anyone who's in need of our healing prayers today. We open our hearts to that love and kindness that we seek for the world, sending our love and kindness out to those who are in need, bringing our hands back into Anjali Mudra and pressing the blessing of healing all the way down into our heart center. Thank you for spending this hour of Omer blessing with me today. I'd like to end with an Omer blessing as we did last week. The bracha, Brucha Atya Makor Chayim, Asher Kidshanu B'mitzvotav, V'tzivanu Al Sfirat HaOmer. Blessed are you, source of all, who has instructed us to count these days of the Omer. Today is the 29th day of the Omer, which is 3 weeks and 1 day of the Omer. I think I messed that up again. I think it should be 4 weeks. I did this last week. My math isn't too good today, so you'll have to forgive me. But I want to send you out into your day with a blessing of the offerings of our hearts, of humility, of strength, of love, with joy and light. Namaste. And thanks for being here, and I'll see everybody next week for yet another journey of Omer Yoga.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
It was
Appreciate
peaceful.
you all.